Dragon Masters Book 2 Saving the Sun Dragon Chapters 4 and 5. Chapter 4 The Wizard's Potion. The Dragon Masters dropped off their dragons and headed to the training room. The section where Griffin taught lessons was kind of like a cave. Most days, everyone wanted to be outside in the Valley of Clouds. Drake loved it there because it reminded him of working in his family's onion fields. But today, no one was complaining about staying inside. Everyone wanted to help Khepri. When they walked into the classroom, they saw a giant pile of books on the table. "Everyone take a book," Griffith said, pointing to a stack of books. "A dark wizard made that orb, so we must find a cure for sun dragons who have been touched by dark magic. Quickly now!" He was already flipping through all about sun dragons. Drake took Dragons 101 back to his desk. The room was quiet except for the sound of turning pages. Drake read and read, but couldn't find anything. No one could. Then Rory held up Dragonlore. "I found something!" she cried. "Listen, each sun dragon is born with a moon dragon twin. These twins can cure each other of almost anything. Is this true? Does Khepri have a moon dragon twin?" Griffith frowned. "I do not know. And if she does have a twin, that twin is likely very far away from here. There's no way we could find the moon dragon in time." Anna stood up. "Well, my book has a potion in it called Wicked Away," she said. "It heals creatures harmed by dark magic." She brought the book to Griffith. His eyes lit up. "This might do it. It's not just for sun dragons, so I'm not sure if it will work, but it's worth a try," he said. "Drake and Bo, go to my workshop. Bring back a jar of moonbeams and a sack of sunflower seeds. Hurry!" The boys raced into the hall to Griffith's workshop. The workshop was filled with bottles and jars. The bottles and jars were stuffed with strange plants and filled with potions. Drake walked to the left side of the room, and Bo took the right side. Drake picked up a jar with purple liquid inside. "Lily Dew," he read out loud. He checked a few more jars, and then saw something glowing on the top shelf. Standing on his toes, he grabbed it. A pale blue light shimmered inside the jar. Drake read the label. "Moonbeams! I've got them!" he shouted. "And I've got the seeds," Bo said. "Let's go." When they got back to the classroom, Rory was stirring liquid in a black metal pot. Anna was reading directions aloud from her book. Griffith clapped his hands when he saw the two boys. "That was fast. Now let's make this healing potion," said Griffith. "Drake, empty the jar into the pot. Bo, add 3 seeds, please." Drake carefully opened the jar lid. The moonbeam slid out like water. Then Bo dropped in 3 black seeds. "Keep stirring, Rory," Griffith said. Rory stirred. The liquid turned blue and started to shine. A soft light came from the pot. Griffith scooped up some liquid with a ladle and put it in a clean jar. "Will this potion make Khepri feel better?" Bo asked. "There's only one way to find out," Griffith said. They all walked to Khepri's cave. Her eyes were closed, and her yellow scales had lost their shine. Griffith handed the jar to Anna. You are her dragon master. She will listen to you. She must drink this, he said. Anna nodded. She walked up to Khepri. I have something for you, she said softly. Khepri opened her eyes. She smiled when she saw Anna. We made it for you, to make you well again, Anna said, holding up the jar. Khepri opened her mouth. Anna slowly poured the potion inside. This has got to work, she whispered. Number 1. What type of animal might be able to cure Khepri? Number 2. What ingredients were Bo and Drake sent to find? Number 3. What was the name of the potion Anna discovered? Chapter 5. Anna's Story. The Dragon Masters crowded around Khepri. Feel better? Anna asked her dragon. But Khepri just closed her eyes again. Bo looked at Griffith. Will the potion work right away? I do not know, Griffith said. We must wait and see. You all should head to dinner while I stay with Khepri. I'm not leaving her, Anna said firmly. Griffith put a gentle hand on her shoulder. Anna, you must take care of yourself, he said. You must stay strong for Khepri. I will send for you if anything changes. The Dragon Masters left the cave, leaving a worried wizard and a sick dragon behind them. Up in the dining room, they all picked at their dinner. Anna only ate a few bites of food. Drake ate some carrots and chicken, but only about half as much as usual. Bo stared at his plate. Even Rory was quiet for a change. Then the door at the end of the room banged open. One of the king's soldiers walked in. Do you have news about Khepri? Anna asked. The soldier walked over to Drake without saying a word. He handed him a rolled-up piece of paper. Drake opened it. It's a letter from my mom. Dear Drake, it is good here in the fields. The onions are big. I know you are busy helping the king with his special project, but I miss you. Work hard. Love, your mother. Drake felt tears sting his eyes. He knew he was doing important work for the king, but he still missed his mom. I wish I could tell my family about the dragons, Drake said. They have to be kept a secret, Rory warned. I wish my father would write to me more often, Anna said. I'd like to hear about his adventures. What kind of adventures? Bo asked. My father sells beautiful fabrics, she said. He travels all over faraway lands selling them, and we lived near the pyramids, so I often went there with him. What's a pyramid? Rory asked. It holds a king's body after he dies. It's sort of shaped like this. Anna made a triangle shape with her hands. The pyramids are bigger than anything you've ever seen. Your dad's adventures sound amazing, said Drake. They are, Anna sighed. But they're also dangerous. There are many robbers on the roads. The robbers steal from people who have goods to sell, like our fabrics, and they often steal gold and other treasures from the pyramids. That is why my father did not argue when King Roland's men came for me. He knew I would be safer elsewhere. Anna looked sad. Bo was quiet. I guess everyone else is just as homesick as I am, Drake thought. After dinner, Drake and Bo went to the room that they shared. Drake climbed into bed and fell asleep right away. He dreamed of rivers and big tombs shaped like triangles. Then the desert sky turned green, bright green. Drake woke up. The green dragonstone around his neck was glowing brightly. Worm needs me, Drake thought. Then he heard Worm's voice inside his mind. Come now. Number 1. How do the kids feel after Drake receives a letter from home? Number 2. What woke Drake up from his dream about pyramids? Number 3. What does Anna's father do? What I mean is, what is his job? To be continued.